Just told me on the bench this game had a little bit of everything, but ultimately you guys were able to kind of build on this momentum over the course of the game. What did you see from that game from this group?
Yeah, we of course loved our first period. A lot of good things to take away from it. Things got away from us in the second there, but ultimately we dug down. We understood what we were doing wrong and had a great third period. I think the group played well in the third. There's a lot of stuff that we liked and that we didn't like, and it's improvements throughout camp. You play in the preseason, there's a lot of games, there's moving bodies, there's a lot of things, and it's understanding each other how to play and how to play the right way.
Your head coach talked about progression all through preseason. Tonight was an exclamation point on that. Do you feel like that's pretty accurate in terms of the chemistry and the cohesion?
Yeah, I think that's what you're trying to do throughout training camp in the preseason. Get your legs back, get your understanding of what you're supposed to be doing on the ice, where you're supposed to be, and playing as a team ultimately. And I think we did that, especially in the third period.
Your second home game at Delta Center, your second win here. What's the experience like playing here?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the fans are unbelievable. The passion, the energy, it's definitely a hockey town. I think we're very fortunate to be playing in this arena in front of these fans. So we love it every game, and it's been great so far, so we can't wait for the regular season.
A lot of your teammates have complimented your speed, your energy. We saw that tonight, why they call you Turbo. Just tell us about your goal tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great job with the face-off. I think Sten did a great job tying up his man, creating a 50-50 puck. Sergey and I were able to get out and create a dirty puck, and I'm just fortunate enough to get a good bounce and maybe get a step on the guy and made a play and ultimately won the net.
How did you guys demonstrate maturity in the third period after overcoming, them coming back?
Yeah, I think we understood what we were doing wrong and what gave them chances and ultimately letting them score goals. Veggie played a great game for us, and we understood that we wanted to play better than him in front of the third period, and that was the small things, the little details, blocking shots, playing hard on pucks, talking, communicating, making things easier for us as a group.
What was it in the second period that led to the comeback?
I think just small little things, maybe not getting above the puck, maybe not finishing checks, boxing out when we have the opportunity, letting our goaltender see the puck. I think that's things, and it's growing pains. With this group, we've seen it all through preseason, and we've been getting every game we've been getting better. So that's the right progression that we want to have going into the regular season.
On to the regular season, what are you looking forward to the most?
I think just getting back into the routine, playing games, being around this group. I mean, we've had an amazing training camp. Every guy in this room, in this organization, has put everything on the line, and that's what you want as a team. Everyone had great summers, working hard, and they brought that to training camp. So now it's getting that ready the next week or so before we have a game and being excited to play in the regular season again.
I mean, obviously to put an exclamation point on the preseason with back-to-back wins at home, what do you guys feel like this group as a whole has been able to progress over this preseason?
Yeah, it's been good. I think, we've gotten better, each game, each day. We had a lot of guys banged up, so we had, some different line combinations and things like that. But I think the last two, kind of getting most of our roster together and trying to get that chemistry, get your wind and things like that. I thought we did a good job tonight. Obviously a good start and then a little adversity there, but I thought in the third we came out and played how we wanted to play.
Some momentum swings in that one, first to second. Obviously, what was the conversation going into the third to, play the way you guys wanted to play?
Yeah, I think just getting back to moving our feet. I think we're a fast team. Everyone can skate, and when we do that, we're tough to play against. And I think, sometimes when you get the lead, for whatever reason, maybe you don't move your feet as much, and you're kind of just trying not to make mistakes, and ultimately ends up in your net. So I thought we did a good job talking about it in between periods, looking at some clips, and going from there.
One of your teammates have sacrificed their bodies, Gunther, with that huge block in the third. What are you seeing out of the team's commitment to, doing every little detail they can?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's huge. Just started now in preseason, and when the real thing starts, you've done it before. So it's great to see guys sacrificing like that, playing for one another. We're a tight locker room, so it's great to see that. And I think it gives the the bench a lot of energy when he does that.
A lot of guys have talked about maturity, being more mature this year. Was tonight a demonstration of that?
Yeah, I think so. I think, how we were able to, like I said, rebound and get back to how we wanted to play. Not every game's going to be perfect. You're always going to make mistakes, but it's how you respond. And I think, like I said, we did a good job tonight.
Moving forward, how can you learn from this the second period there and make sure that it doesn't happen the next time?
Yeah, just like I said, moving our feet, I think that's the biggest thing for us. We talked about it, and we'll get better. We had, chances last year of the kind of the same thing for whatever reason. So we'll keep working at it, and making sure next time it's, we know what to expect from another team when they kind of get dominated in the first.
Preseason's over now, off to the regular season. What are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah. It's great that we kind of got 2 wins in the preseason, and now the real fun starts. When everything matters and all your training in the summer and things like that. So it'll be great to be with the guys, and we couldn't be more excited. It's great.
What did you see on that goal?
Yeah, just trying to get some pucks to the net. I think I had a couple looks earlier in the game. where I maybe miss the net or things like that. I just try to get it to the net and, good things happen. I think when I'm shooting the puck, that's when I'm most dangerous. The passes will open up. I know the plays that I can make passing-wise, so just kind of getting it to the net and, being more simple sometimes, it goes in.
Obviously, it was. I'm really happy about the way we play for the most of the game. I did not like the second period. I think it's a good opportunity for us to learn. We were not as fast in the second period. We're not on our toes, and that cost us. I think we learned from there, and I really like the way we respond in the third.
You talk about little teaching moments through this preseason. How good of a teacher is momentum swings like a game like that?
Yeah, absolutely. But there's a timeline between being smart in your decision and being passive. You have to be patient, but you cannot be passive. And that's what we were trying to be patient in the second, and instead of be patient, we became passive and take our best asset out of the game, which is our pace, our speed, our aggression on the forecheck, aggression of the track, aggression on our the way we close the neutral zone. So I think it was a good teaching moment for us to draw the line between passive and patient.
And just to round out the preseason with 2 back-to-back wins at home going into regular season, I don't know, does that add any extra emotional sentiment to it?
Well, not that emotional, to be honest. It's business. We can say whatever. The coach can arrive here and say, I didn't like the second period, and we gave up 13 shots, and the team was full lineup in our barn, and we scored 6 goals. So if I'm not happy about that, I might have a problem. I need to see the doc right away.
3 points from Mikhail Sergachev tonight. What were you seeing out of his offensive production in his overall game?
I like the way he skate. He closed quickly. He started to be as dominant as he was last year at his peak. I really like his progression throughout the camp.
A lot of fans were having flashbacks to almost exactly a year ago with the same team in the building.
I don't remember at all what you're talking about.
How far have you guys come since then, I guess? Now that you won this game, right?
Far, yeah, exactly. We won this game and we closed the game. And like I said, we gave up 13 shots. We'll take that any day. If we can do that 82 times, we're in good shape.
Tonight, the maturity that you guys have been looking for and talking about?
I think it's a work in progress. Like I said, the second period, we can learn from that. I just feel we were not aggressive enough. There's a difference. Don't want to repeat, but the difference between being patient and stopping being the aggressor, stopping to use your best asset, which is your speed, and so on and so forth. So I think that's good. We learned in that fashion and during the preseason, and it's good that we will respond in the third. It showed mental strength. I like that.
Some guys sacrificing their bodies. McBain, net front screening. Then you have Gunther with the big block. Seeing these guys put their bodies on the line, what does that say about the sacrifice?
Give me chill. Give me a goosebump. We're ready to start. I'm excited about Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you.